If you can't get off the floor easily, aging changes very quickly. And I'm not trying to be dramatic. This is reality. Welcome back to Fit and Well with Michelle, Snack Your Strength, where we do one movement, one lesson. 3 to 5 minutes of your day is all I ask for long-term strength. Axel, watch out, boy. The ability to get off the floor is one of the clearest markers for independence. And there is research that shows individuals who struggle to get up off the floor without assistance have higher mortality rates in their future years. So this is not about flexibility, strength. It is about strength, mobility, confidence, and coordination. And if you fall, this is the skill that's going to help you get back up. Today's snack is the floor get up. I love that title. So basically we're going to ease ourselves down to the ground and we're going to step up. Ultimately, the idea is that we're going to do it without our hands, but you may not be able to start off with that. So you could have a kitchen table here, a kitchen chair, or you have your coffee table, footstool, something nearby to help you if you aren't ready to be able to do it without your hands. So I'm going to very slow and controlled lower myself down to the ground. So I'm going to attempt not to use my hands. So squatting, I'm squatting very low. That's another thing. You might want to start just practicing squatting and standing back up if you struggle with that movement. So we're going to squat low and then go to one knee. And the sun is bright as all get out, which is lovely, but it's right coming in my window. So I am going to now be seated. Here I go. So now I want to get back up. So very carefully, I'm going to kind of separate my knees again, and then I'm going to use one leg to at least get myself up. So I have both knees parallel, and then I'm going to get one foot up and use that foot to drive through your heel and push all the way up. So the idea again is to try to do that movement with no hands 3 to 5 times in a very controlled manner. And so this movement requires lower body strength, hip mobility, core stability, coordination. It's really overall transitional strength. And transitional strength keeps us independent. And that's why we must train it before we need it. You must train to be able to get yourself off the ground. So when that exercise, that movement becomes easy, we must progress intentionally. So we're going to potentially slow the descent. That's another way to level it up. We're going to cross our legs without our hands. Let me show you that real quick, although my camera's set up a little funky. So we're going to cross our legs and we're going to just sit down without using our hands, and we're going to stand back up. So you're going to also do that with the other leg, sit down, and then get yourself back up with no hands. So that is another way to progress. And then finally, you could actually add some weight, use our Drano bottles again, like we had the last couple days. So the sun is really crazy. I love it, but it's pouring in my windows. So don't forget, we always want to habit stack. Add this activity to something that we already do in our day. So like you're watching TV, do a few rounds of 3 to 5, controlled, get down to the ground, get back up while you're watching a show before you go to bed. That would be another good time right before you get in bed. Do this, 3 to 5 times. And before you know it, you'll be able to do it with no hands. And just remember, we're not training for summer, we're training for 100, because strong at 80 starts at 50. And if you can get up, you can stay independent. See you guys next time.